Microsoft just dropped the largest security update in the history of the company. We're talking 570 vulnerabilities fixed in a single patch, and 3 of them already being used by hackers right now today. If your business runs on Windows, and who doesn't, you need to watch this video because by the time we're done, you're going to know exactly which threats are hunting your computers right now, what to do first, and what happens if you wait too long. Stay with me because the last story in this video is the one that's going to keep you up at night. Welcome to a Faster PC Live Technical Support. I'm Bryan Longworth, and every month I break down Patch Tuesday without the tech jargon, just what it means to you and how to protect yourself against the threats. Patch Tuesday happens the second Tuesday of every month when Microsoft, Adobe, and other major software and hardware companies release their security fixes. And this month, the numbers are jaw-dropping. So let's dive in. Last month, Microsoft's Patch Tuesday fixed 200 vulnerabilities. At the time, that was one of the biggest updates we'd seen yet. People were calling it massive. This month, 570. That's not a typo. 570 security flaws fixed in a single update. That's nearly 3 times what we saw last month and over twice what Microsoft's record is. This is the single largest batch of patches in Microsoft's history, by far. Now here's what this means in plain English. Microsoft's engineers have been working around the clock finding holes in Windows, Office, SharePoint, and dozens of other products, holes that criminals can use to break into your computer, steal your data, and hold your business hostage with ransomware. And while most of these 570 fixes cover vulnerabilities that haven't yet been exploited, 3 of them are different. 3 are called zero-day vulnerabilities. 0 days means that bad guys found it before Microsoft did. They've been using it, and now Microsoft is scrambling to close the door. Now let's talk about those 3 0 days, because 2 of them are actively being exploited right now. The first 2 involve Microsoft SharePoint. If your business uses SharePoint, that's Microsoft's file sharing and collaboration platform, these flaws allow an attacker to take complete control of your SharePoint server. Not just view files, not just read emails, complete control. That means they can read everything stored there, delete it, encrypt it with ransomware, and use it as a springboard to attack other parts of your network. Your client records, your contacts, your financial data, all of it. The third 0 day is in the system that manages who can log into what across your entire company. This one lets attackers impersonate legitimate users. In other words, they can walk into your network looking exactly like you or one of your employees. No suspicious login alerts, no red flags. They're in, and they look like they belong there. If you're running SharePoint on your own server, not the cloud version, stop what you're doing right now and get this patched today. Not this week, get it patched today. But the 3 0 days are just the headlines. Some of the other critical flaws in this update have a history, a scary one. One of the other critical flaws this month is for BitLocker, the encryption tool built into Windows that scrambles your hard drive so that if someone steals your laptop or computer, they can't read what's on it. This flaw bypasses that completely. If an attacker gets physical access to a laptop, say a computer stolen from a car or from an unlocked office or left in an airport terminal, this vulnerability would let them unlock it and read every single file, every client record, every contract, every saved password. If your employees take laptops out of the office, this patch is a priority. And then there's the Windows print spooler vulnerability. And this one has a history. Print spooler has been targeted by ransomware gangs before, multiple times. It's a well-known entry point. This month's fix addresses another critical flaw in the same system. It's a reminder that some vulnerabilities never fully disappear. They just get patched, then come back in new forms. Real quick, if you're watching this and thinking, I'm honestly not sure if my computers even have automatic updates turned on, that's exactly the kind of thing we check here at A Faster PC. A Faster PC helps businesses across Florida's Treasure Coast, Space Coast, and South Florida manage this exact thing. We even have customers in other states and even other countries, so that when Microsoft drops 570 patches, your systems are covered before you even hear about it. We'll talk more about that at the end, but right now we need to talk about Adobe because they just announced a change that affects every business using their products. Adobe also released their security patches this month, and they fixed 7 maximum severity vulnerabilities. 7 maximum severity. The highest possible threat level. 2 of those involve Cold Fusion, software that powers a lot of business websites and web applications behind the scenes. And those weren't theoretical flaws. They're already being exploited. Hackers are actively using them right now to break into web servers. Another critical fix is for Campaign Classic, Adobe's marketing email platform. One of those flaws could allow an attacker to run code on your server remotely, meaning they don't need to be in your office, your city, or even your country to attack you. But here's the big Adobe announcement, and this is a significant shift. Starting now, Adobe is moving from 1 security update per month to 2. They're going to push patches on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month. Why? Because threats are being discovered so quickly that once a month isn't fast enough. What does this mean for your business? Patching can't be done once a month anymore. You need a process, a rhythm, twice a month, every month, and it needs to actually happen. And here's where it gets really interesting and honestly a little unsettling. This month, Fortinet, one of the biggest makers of business firewalls and routers, released multiple security advisories across several of their products. This matters because your firewall is your first line of defense. It's the digital wall between your business and the internet. When the wall has a crack in it, everything behind it is at risk. Fortinet has a track record of their vulnerabilities being actively exploited very quickly. So any new Fortinet advisory isn't something to schedule for the next quarter. It's something you should act on now. And this month, Progress Software confirmed a 0-day vulnerability in their ShareFile platform, their file sharing and document management tool. This is the same flaw that caused some businesses to shut down their ShareFile servers entirely. Well, the official patch is now available. If you're a ShareFile customer, it's time to bring those servers back online with the patches installed first. And now the story I told you about at the very beginning. This one is about firmware, not software. Not your operating system, firmware, the code that runs underneath everything. Before Windows even starts, it's what makes your router, your firewall, your network devices turn on in the first place. This month, patches were released for a project called U-Boot, open source firmware that powers a wide range of routers, network devices, and embedded systems. The vulnerabilities in U-Boot would allow an attacker to plant malicious code at the lowest possible level of a device, not the software level, not the operating system, the firmware. Here's why that's terrifying. Traditional antivirus software wouldn't find it. A factory reset wouldn't remove it. You might not even know it's there. This is what security researchers call a persistent threat. Once it's in, it stays. Now, this isn't something most businesses need to panic about today, but it's a clear signal of where attacks are heading. Deeper, harder to detect, harder to remove. And that means the window to act, the gap between there's a patch available and you've been compromised, keeps shrinking. So here's your game plan this week. 1. If you're on Windows and automatic updates are turned on, you're likely covered for Microsoft patches. But if you manage your own servers or you're honestly not sure, get it checked this week. Make sure those updates are installed. We see computers all the time that don't have the updates installed. 2, if you run SharePoint on your own hardware, treat those 0-day patches as an emergency today. 3, laptops that leave your office, the BitLocker patch is your priority. 4, if you use Adobe products to run a business website, build twice a month patching into your schedule starting today. 5, your firewall, router, and network equipment. These aren't set it and forget it devices. They need to be regularly updated, just like your computers. Here's the bottom line. The pace of attacks is accelerating. Vendors are pushing patches faster than ever to keep up. And the businesses that get hurt usually aren't the ones being specifically targeted. They're the ones that just didn't patch in time. And if you'd like someone to take all of this off your plate, that's exactly what we do here at A Faster PC. We handle security updates, monitor your active threats, and keep your system protected so you can focus on running your business without worrying about any of this. Give us a call today at 772-878-5978 or visit our website, afasterpc.com. And while there, download our free cybersecurity report. It walks you through the most common ways businesses get hacked and exactly how to stop it. Drop a comment below. Does your business have automatic updates turned on for everything? Or are you still manually checking each month? Or do you not even know? I'd love to hear about it. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and share this with someone else that needs it. And remember, when you have or want to prevent cybersecurity problems, you need a faster PC.